Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. I shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today. What should we talk about today? It was a good question, you know. What you always start every single session of Animal Crossing with, just what you're going to ramble on about for about half an hour. You know what I could talk about? So as you know, and we have like a sort of mini writing group sort of thing with friends, and I was writing my story last night. In which case you might be like, hey, you know. Isn't that a little bit last minute for you, dear darling? Don't you normally write it like a little bit more in advance or whatever, and you normally spend the last 2 days sort of like polishing it up or writing like the last paragraph or something like that? And yeah, you're right. So I suppose we can sort of go into that a little bit because I suppose by the time this episode come out and I'm already showing it to my friends. But anyway, hello there everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 4:30 PM on Thursday, May 5th, 2022. So it's a Hira's visiting. Yeah, so we have this writing group thing. I've spoken about like some of my writing group, my stories before. I'm not like much of a writer, and I don't think it's like I'm trying to think how to put this. Like, it's not like I don't like stories, but like I'm not really much of a reader. I like stories, but I don't like. It's not like I don't like them, but I'm not necessarily as infused with them through the written word, I suppose, compared to something like, something with visual effects that go along with it as well. So yeah, so like comics, manga, I like animated things, I do like a lot, and actual books itself, it's like, it's okay. It's not necessarily always my thing, but you know, but now I'm just sort of doing this writing grouping, just for a little bit of fun, you know, just try new things, why not? Sorry, my throat like is a bit rasp. Yeah, so just you know, trying new things and whatnot. Ooh, a new notification. Biscuit's birthday on May 13th. How lovely. So yeah, the general idea is we get like some prompting words basically. Currently, we write a story for like once a month or whatever, and we meet together and just exchange stories and see what people wrote, and then you know have a good time with that sort of, you know, give feedback and that sort of thing. Except I'm not very good at giving feedback for stories because I don't really know what really makes much of a good story, I suppose. It's sort of a difference, you know, like I suppose I can give feedback with like art and that sort of thing a little bit better because I actually, you know, can kind of draw to a certain extent. I'm not going to say I'm like amazing or anything, but I like have a sort of at least ongoing idea. And even before I started drawing, I had like appreciation for animation and that sort of thing, and used to at least learn about that sort of thing. But you know, with stories, especially like I'm not saying I haven't read books or anything, but just like I've never really like looked into what makes like a good story and that sort of thing. Anyway, I'm getting kind of off topic here, I suppose. But yeah, normally I try and do these like you know before we used to have 2 weeks to do them. Now we're doing it like once a month because that's sort of just like better for everyone. And normally I tend to do them quite like far in advance. Like normally I spend the first week just basically formulating and playing around and planning with some ideas, and then I spend the second week basically putting down that sort of plan those ideas and sort of like a sort of formulation for it. I'd spend like the third week basically writing like some draft pieces, I suppose, like writing it in bits and pieces and sort of stitching them together. And the fourth week is when I sort of just like refine it. And normally in the last few sort of days is when I do the final things which I need to change about it. Of course, when it was 2 weeks, you know, just like half that time period, I suppose that's basically it. This is we're not to wait on us because we haven't opened anything. This is the first time where basically I've written it, or I'm writing it, I suppose, the day before and the day of, and it's just mainly because I didn't really have a good idea for this one, to be perfectly honest. I suppose if you're someone who's watching this and you're not like one of my the people I know, someone I know in real life, and you're being like, oh, where can I read these stories? They're not online. Like I was actually considering. I was like, you know, maybe I should upload them online. I could do other things so like other people can read them as well. But I'm just like, eh. That's a lot of effort, you know, to manage multiple accounts and that sort of things. But maybe I will at some point because I do like some of them. I like some of the previous ones I've written. But you know, it's a difficult thing to, you know, partake, I suppose, in an artistic medium when you're, I suppose, uninspired. And it's not to say I haven't like faced lack of inspiration before. Because obviously I do a lot of drawing, and there have been times where I just like, oh, I've got no ideas for what I want to draw. Well, actually, normally the biggest thing is not that I don't have an idea what I want to draw, is I don't have the drive, I suppose, to draw what the thing I had in mind. Like coming up with ideas is easy. Like coming up with the desire to actually draw with certain ideas is a lot more difficult, especially depending on the complexity of ideas. And normally the ideas I come up with, like they always tend to evolve from something simple to becoming more and more complex. And this takes more and more time and more effort, which you know you don't want to do for every single thing you create. That's just like a very fast way to, I suppose, to drain yourself. I suppose it sort of goes like it's doubly hard when it comes to writing, because it's not like while I do have I like to create stories, I don't have necessarily the wherewithal, I suppose, to write very fluently or write with any sort of I'm not going to say expertise, because it's not like I draw with expertise, but more like an idea of expertise. So it's all sort of just like something which I'm just, like casually, randomly doing for fun. And inspiration is something hard to come by. And I suppose it's also different, because when I'm drawing, I'm kind of drawing without prompt. I'm just sort of drawing for my own prompts of being like, ooh, what seems like a good idea? This seems like a fun idea. Let's try this. And while these writing prompts is there is some prompting words, and you need. Well, you don't have to be fair. This is something we've agreed on. That you don't have to actually follow the prompts. The prompts are just sort of there to do some fun things. And for all the previous prompts, like I basically normally what happens is we have like anywhere from 3 to 6 words, and then we basically you can choose 0 to all of them to write a story about them. Basically, the challenge that I've been doing for myself, because I don't really have these sort of like overarching like story ideas that I want to write. I just want to like sort of create these short tales, if anything. I basically just take all the prompting words and sort of like throw them together in a story. Like I can talk about them. Like what was it? The first one I participated in. The words, what was it? Lemon, butterfly, domino, conspiracy, lemon, butterfly, window, conspiracy, lemon, domino, death, or something like that. I can't quite recall. Something like that. It was 6 very random words, and I sewed them together in a story. And well, actually, that's a very weird, like, experimental story, if anything, which is a bit of a weird thing to start off with. Where I basically saw the words butterfly and domino, and I was like, oh, it's kind of like the butterfly effect or domino effect, which kind of spawned the entire story. That there's a lot of double meanings you can get out of basically the same phrase, but substituting in a different word. So if you do like the blank effect, it could be the butterfly effect or the domino effect. And that's basically the sort of idea I had with my story. Is basically it was like a splintering of parallel dimensions, basically sort of like being unable to sort of reconcile with each other. So it's a story about some vague person basically going through a splintering, and how like each of their effects was basically being like sort of doubled with a different item. It's very confusing to pass and understand, but it was a cool idea basically. What was the second one? I don't remember what the second one was. It was like stunning. And anyway, the second one was some sort of like it was just like I'm not going to call it a love story, because it wasn't more like a love story. It was more like a relationship story between these 2 guys, and like, the trouble. It's not like they had a troubled relationship. It's more like they both loved each other a lot, but they were they were unintentionally hurting each other, I suppose, by their lack of communication. Is basically what that story was about. And it was a story told from one perspective and then by the other perspective, and you'll start to see like a very sort of overarching idea, overarching themes. And my stories is that they tend to be kind of like built from like wide lens overarching ideas, I suppose, and thematics being interwoven into them, rather than the minutiae, I suppose, of like the actual like details and the story building and lore elements, I suppose, I put into a story, which kind of non-existent for me. I kind of just be like, oh, I got this idea, I want it to be like a love story and a tested relationship, and then I sort of just build up from that, rather than being like, this is a character I have in mind or whatever. Which is sort of very much in the style how I'm doing things. You've got to get the big broad strokes down first before you go into refined details, except for because this is a recreational thing, sometimes I just sort of skip over fine details, because I don't really know what fine details I suppose are in writing, and I only write a story for so long, basically. The third one's actually my favourite one. It was a story. It was basically a story about loss and grief, but being told in like a child-friendly way. It was basically like a children's story about coping with grief and loss. And I was like, oh, it's actually my favourite one. It was actually the longest one I've written. It was about like 4 pages or something, which is longer than I usually want to write for these sort of things. Normally I want to only write like 1 side, 2 sides or something. Just keep it like short and snappy, Short stories I always think it's a nice sort of beauty, I suppose, in short stories, and how well they can capture and convey a theme or an element, and then just be done with that with nothing else. And not to say I don't have an appreciation for like sagas as well, which build up like story elements over a long period of time, and have like a sort of slower burn that way. But I'm not going to quite commit to something of that length yet. But that was a really lovely one. It was a very sort of Disney inspired one. It was basically a tale between like a young kitten and an old like dog, and the sort of like adventures of streets. It was very sort of like Oliver and Company, Lady and the Tramp. Well, maybe not really Lady and the Tramp now I think about it. It's this one movie I always think about, but I don't know what this movie is. It was an old movie. I don't think it was a Disney movie, and I don't think it was a Cartoon Network movie. But it was about these 7 dogs who like inherited a home. Like, sorry, this is a complete tangent. This is a movie which I can never find what this movie was, and it annoys me to no end. It was like these 7 dogs. They like move into a home. They all have these different things, and they're like this evil brother and sister who want to take the home from the dogs or something. And basically, the way they had to do that is they had to basically kick out all the dogs from the home for like 48 hours or something like that. So like there's this dog, I can't remember what she was, but I think she was like very pretty and wanted to be like a model or something, and they like sent her on like this modeling opportunity, but then she gets like trapped in a submarine. And there's this other dog who she really likes music, and she was really like carefree, and then she like gets lost in these like alleyways or something. I really can't remember. And there's this another dog who was like an inventor dog or something, and that basically was the crux of the whole movie. It was like the twins tried to get all the dogs out. They thought they got all the dogs out, but then it turns out that inventor dog was still basically inside the house the entire time, just basically he got trapped inside his machine for like a really long time and only like got out towards the end. So it was like, oh, we get to keep the house. I have no idea what movie this is, and every time I tried to search it up in the past, has always come up like empty-handed, and it's very sad. What if I tried searching it now? Like, I don't even know what to search. I'm like 90% sure it's not a Disney movie, but I'm trying to think what it would be. Maybe just like an independent animation studio or something. Because, like, I mean, I watch a lot of Disney things when I was younger. So, movie about 7 dogs and house. It might not be a movie. It could be a TV series, I suppose. 8 Below. Is that it? 8? No, it's not this. Is it an animated movie? Animated. That's not about animated. Old? The 7th brother? Is that it? The 7th brother. So I guess I was going to talk about inspiration and that sort of thing, but now I'm just going to talk about this invisible movie series which doesn't exist except for in my brain, apparently. Because I'm like pretty sure it's not Oliver and Company. I'm pretty sure it's not Oliver and Company, and it's not Fox and the Hound, but it looks similar to them, and I don't know if I just made this up. It's not All Dogs Go to Heaven. I'm pretty sure it's not that either. Rockadoodle? I don't think it's that. Like, it looks like basically 101 Dalmatians, kind of. That's like how I describe its art style. But it's not obviously 101 Dalmatians. Plague Dogs? No, this is far too realistic. I just don't know what to search for it. It must be some really random unknown movie, is my assumption, but it's not Paw Patrol. It's not 3D animated, it's 2D animated. It's not Isle of Dogs. It's just I don't know how to find it. And it's probably like some terrible movie. It's probably some like completely unknown independent indie film or something. Well, I'm not gonna say it's terrible because I don't actually know. I don't really remember it all very well off the top of my head. But it probably is like not very like substantial or anything. Old animated movie about dogs and evil twins. Dougal? No, that's not right. Mysterious wallpaper. Old 2D animated movie. Cats and dogs. Is it cats and dogs? List of fictional dogs in animated television. My word. Am I gonna... Dog City? I don't think it's Dog City. This doesn't look right. Wait, is it? Dog City. That was literally the first one on the list, so if it's Dog City, then I'm going to be shocked. No, they weren't anthropomorphic. Well, they were anthropomorphic, but not like standing on 2 legs sort of anthropomorphic. They were like anthropomorphic in the sense that they talked. Or spoke. Oh no, it's not Dog City. Get out of it, Dog City. It's not Naruto. Crystal Tips and Alistair. What the heck is this? Crystal Tips and Alistair. Like, what is this mystery movie? It's a very tip of my tongue sort of thing. It's not that. It's not the Jetsons' Infinity Train. I highly doubt it. When did this come out? 2019? Absolutely not. I think we purchased one of everything. Sorry, I should be putting this on this monitor so I actually look at my microphone when I'm trying to search this up. The Quick Draw McGraw Show. Can I remember? No, it's not that. I recognise that. I used to watch it actually when I was younger. Clifford the Big Red Dog? No. Johnny Quest? Nope. Is that his name? His name was Bandit. I actually don't remember his name. Oh, Barkley. It's not Sesame Street. The Barkleys. A dog family inspired by the hit sitcom All in the Family. Ah, I wonder if I just made it up. I wonder if I've stitched together basically like 4 different movies in my head, which is why it's not a thing. Like, this is such a long list. Old 2D animated dog films. And just go through Google Images trying to look through them. See if they come up. I'm trying to remember what else I remember about it, and I really don't remember much else except for that scene. Except for the scenes I said. For some reason, the twins in my mind also look like Yzma from Cusco. I don't think they do, but it's sort of what they look like in my brain. And it could just be I completely remembered it wrong. Like, a lot of these aren't even old movies on Google Images. A lot of these are, like, I'm pretty sure it's not Oliver and Company. Like, the Oliver and Company antagonist. Isn't the antagonist that really preppy dog? That's Bill Sykes. Roscoe and De Soto. No, it's not. I mean, it could be that I got the plot wrong. And I just didn't understand it at the time. But I don't remember there being a cat. Maybe it's like a sequel to Oliver and Company. Because maybe, you know how like Disney movie gets sequels, like, you know, Mulan's got like a Mulan 2 and a Mulan 3, but no one's watched it because they're like really bad or something. It doesn't look like it's a sequel. Old movie 2D animated dog. How many different ways can I search this? Fritzy? No. Fluffy dogs? What the heck's that? Never even heard of that. A Pixar short? Is this it? Wait, hold on. that character looks familiar. Like, oh, that's All Dogs Go to Heaven. I'm pretty sure it's not All Dogs Go to Heaven, though. All Dogs Go to Heaven. But, like, I mean, a female dog who I thought I remembered being, like, one who wanted to be a model and whatever. I'm pretty sure she was, like, a rough collie. She's some sort of collie. Or maybe some sort of sheepdog. She might have been a Sheltie. I don't really remember. But she looks like Flo, apparently, from All Dogs Go to Heaven. Wait, All Dogs Go to Heaven 2? There's a number 2? But I don't remember there being other people in All Dogs Go to Heaven. Sasha. She kind of looks like Sasha, whoever this Sasha is from. Whatever this is. Hold on, what if I read the plot? All Dogs Go to Heaven 2. What's the plot? 60 years after the film, setting of the first film. Yeah, but they're in heaven in this one. That can't be right. All Dogs Go to Heaven antagonist? Red. No, I don't remember this guy. Yeah, because in All Dogs Go to Heaven, they're in heaven. Which, I mean, the movie I remember, it didn't take place in heaven. Where's this movie? It looks like All Dogs Go to Heaven. Maybe I am just sort of like mixing. Did All Dogs Go to Heaven have like a TV show or something? No, maybe. Hold on. Animated dog TV show 2D. Scruff TV series. This doesn't look right. I don't think it was Lassie. Oh, I wish I could just remember it. It's so annoying when something's on the tip of your tongue and you just can't find it again. It's at this rate. I must imagine it's some very obscure, or like some, not obscure, but like some not that popular old movie which people just like didn't really care about, so it didn't really get the attention that perhaps it deserved, or perhaps it, well, I'm not sure if it deserved, because again, I don't know if it's any good or not. Oh, I don't want to look through this entire list of animated dogs in films. You know how long this list is? I don't think it's Scruff. It just doesn't look right. It's not Lady and the... No, I don't think it's Lady and the Tramp. It's not Fox and Hound. It's not Bolt. It's not Secret Life of Pets. These are far too modern. And it's the crazy thing, it's a movie I remember watching twice. It's at this rate because like nothing has even come close to basically finding out what it is. Huh? I'm not going to say what that article's title was out loud. What on earth is that? I feel like I must have basically stitched it together from multiple different movies that I watched when I was younger. Because, you know, when you're young, it's not like you exactly remember these sort of details particularly well. And it's very possible I remembered it wrong. Hold on. Old animated No, hold on. 2D animated dog headphones. Because I remember... movie? Character? Because I remember the one who liked music. She had like... She was like this tiny orange chihuahua. She had like this yellow sort of like scene girl like hair. And she had these headphones. That's all I can remember. Oh my word. I wonder if I just invented this movie up in my head. In which case, maybe I should make it reality. That'd be a really easy way to find it. Like, create this movie and then just get sued by the actual creators who made the movie. And being like, this movie's far too similar to our movie. And I'd be like, yes, that's it. I mean, this is probably the moment we say it's probably a lot easier just to sort of like, you know, ask publicly what the movie is. I suppose that's what I'm doing kind of right now. If you find that movie, I mean, I'm not really going to do much, but I mean, you'll have my express thanks, certainly, but I certainly wouldn't waste your time trying to find a movie, especially because you don't even know what movie I'm talking about. What is this movie? Oh, I guess we'll continue looking through the list. Okay, anyway, I don't think it's the Barclays, whatever this is. Might as well search it. The Barclays. No. As I said, we're not anthropomorphic in that sense. Beck? No. Barney? Barney Dog? Barney Dog TV series. Who's this? Oh, he's adorable. I remember children's books about him. No, it's not that. The Great Grape Ape Show. I highly doubt it. Beethoven. This doesn't look right. This looks too old now. Beethoven. For some reason, I feel like the inventor dog was trying to like create a time travel machine or something, and that was like one of the crux of the things. He thought he made a time travel. Yeah, a time traveling machine, and he got into it and he got locked, and then he came out like 2 days later, and he was like, "Did it work?" And then everyone went like, "Whoa, yeah!" I don't know his name, like Spencer did it or something. We can keep our house. What is this movie? I just want to know that I'm not making it up. Like, I just want someone else to be like, oh yeah, I feel like I remember this movie. Or something like this. Or like, this sounds familiar. Oh, sorry, not Bad Dog movie. Bad Dog animated series. No. Beethoven. Did I look up? I did look up Beethoven, didn't I? Beethoven. Oh yeah, that's not right. Two Stupid Dogs? I mean, I don't think it was about two stupid dogs, but... This is where okay, let's find some good place to sort of sit down and try and find this movie. Like, this is what this Animal Crossing episode has turned into. I'm not doing Animal Crossing anymore. I'm just trying to find... Oh, I remember the show, Two Stupid Dogs. I'm just trying to find whatever this movie is. There's so many dogs on this list, though. The Casa Grandes. I thought it was a Benji. I guess there's not. So, animated dog. The Casa Grandes. I guess I'll talk about my short writing another time. I mean, that looks like Loud House. Sort of style. Just pop yourself down here. Buckle in, everyone. We're searching through all these movies. Mickey, it's not Mickey on the Road to Races. Are you crazy? The Busy World of Richard Scarry. No, it's not this. Puppy Dog Pals. Puppy Dog Pals. Is it this? No, this looks. I mean, this looks like Paw Patrol or something. It's far too modern. It's not Arthur. Binky is a bulldog. I guess I never really thought about it. It's not Full Metal Alchemist. How hilarious would it be that this old childhood movie I was trying to think about this entire time was Full Metal Alchemist. I have no idea what this Mixels is, but they look quite horrifying. Blue's Clues, no. Bluey. Bluey's a familiar name, but I'm pretty sure it's not Bluey. Oh yeah, Bluey's modern, isn't it? Rock Dog. A guitar-playing dog. Oh, the movie. No, it's not this. Inspector Gadget, no. It's Punky Brewster. I have no idea what this is. I don't know, but this looks like another art style. This looks like what, Captain Planet or something, which I've never seen, by the way. Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. Oh, I think I know Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. Yeah, it's not this. I remember seeing this before. Inch high, private eye. This does not sound right. Like, I should probably just skip the ones which don't sound right, but I don't want to skip one which actually is right. The Buford Files? The Buford Files. No. What if I search animated dog ensemble? I feel like it was a movie. Wait, hold on. Maybe it was like a Dalmatian spin-off or something. 101 Dalmatian spin-off. Like, what if it was in the same universe? It's not Cruella, obviously. Patch's London Adventure. What the heck's this? No, it doesn't look right. Once Upon a Time. No, Descendants. No, I'm pretty sure it's not Disney is a thing. Stop giving me modern ones. Give me, like, old ones. Give me, like, indie movies or something. But it must have been the Wait, is this it? Millionaire Dogs? Hold on. Did I find it? It's Millionaire... No, it's Hot Dogs. What? I found it. Hold on. I found it. I found it in German. It is Millionaire Dogs. What? But why is this in German? Hot Dogs, while wir sind reich. I don't know what that means, by the way. I can't... Oh my god. I forgot. The female dog's got this, like, Jessica Rabbit sort of red flowing hair. Yeah, this is it. I can't believe it. I found it. Millionaire Dogs. There's not a lot of screenshots on it. It's just a screenshot of this dog over and over again. It aired on Cartoon Network once back in 2003 as part of a now defunct cartoon theatre block. That's why it was so difficult for me to find again. It only aired once on Cartoon Network back in 2003. I was 6 at the time. No wonder. What's the English language plot outline? And it's German. That's why it was so difficult to find. Is that like a Wikipedia article? The Cartoon Network wiki. It's a German animated film. Hold on, plot. 5 irresistible dogs and a zany parrot live together on a protective roof of Miss Lily's house of pets. These scruffy but adorable dogs are the best friends of a real team. Who needs money when you got your friends and the security of Miss Lily's mansion? But then a sudden mega inheritance turns to these pups into a pack of pampered millionaire dogs. Before you can say who let the dogs out, these hot dogs are out of the fat and into the fire. What is this description? Story starts with Chuffle, a dog who is dumped on the side of the road. He meets up with JD, another street dog. While they rest under a bridge, they find a talking parrot named Ammo. The dogs try to eat Ammo but save his life. The parrot promises a new home with his owner, the wealthy Miss Lily. The two dogs feel right at home, along with Miss Lily's other pets, all strays. The beautiful Bella, the frisky Velvet, and the guard dog Sherman. Sherman? What did I say? Spencer, that's kind of close. Miss Lily dies, and Dog's future is in jeopardy because Miss Lily's scheming niece and nephew, Ronnie and Hanny, quite possibly the creepiest cartoons ever created, have her eyes on the estate. When the will reveals the pets are to inherit the estate, the twins decide to take matters in their own hand. Oh my god, I can't believe I found it. Western Animation Millionaire... Well, it's not even a Wikipedia article about it. I can't believe it. Thank you, random cinema warehouse. Like, wait, what did I search to even find it? Animated Dogs Ensemble Movie Indie. That's what I found. Millionaire Dogs. I can't believe it. I can't spell millionaire. What? I'm just going to spend ages reading that. I wonder if it's actually on Wikipedia. Hold on. Millionaire. It's not even on this Wikipedia article. So it's called Hot Dogs. Yeah, it's not even on this Wikipedia article. So this Wikipedia article would have, not found it. Well, Wikipedia, you got something you need to update it with. This 1999 animated movie from Germany. This movie does not look as good as I remember it. The style actually looks very different from what I remember. These two villains also look very strange. Millionaire Dogs. Hold on, there's a Reddit post about this. I gotta see what this is about. It's confusing even with context. That is confusing. Millionaire Dogs but with Pokemon. Alright. I mean, that's a bit of an obscure fan art, but sure. I can't believe it. This movie is so strange. I don't even know how to feel now I found it. I suppose it's meant to be like a nice sort of sense of satisfaction of like finding actually this movie again. And actually talking about it out loud and allowed me to sort of narrow it down. I basically stopped thinking about it was some sort of mainstream thing and had to think a bit more obscure. I might not even be all that obscure. I mean, it's probably not obscure in Germany. I don't even know what this is. Anyway, get out of here, Buford files. What was it called? Hot Dogs Off. Wait, something sign. Worse than like. What does that mean? Original title. Let's translate this. Wow, we are rich. It's got 5.3 out of 10 and 213 ratings. Is that like a plot synopsis? No one's written a synopsis. Fair enough. I don't think people have even read it. What sort of trivia things are there? Limited release in 15 cities across the US. Well, I'm not in America, so... That's so strange. I kind of want to watch it now. But I need to finish my short writing story stuff. So sorry, this is another very self-indulgent Animal Crossing video. Where I basically started talking about something and then just did something that I wanted to do at the same time as while Animal Crossing was open at the same time. And you know, I did nothing, and I apologise. But you know, Millionaire Dogs. I found the movie. And, you know, I'm glad that the search has come to an end, but I suppose this video should also come to an end as well. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, subscriptions, shares, I greatly appreciate it. Join me, Dear Darling, Discord, follow me on Twitter down below. Hope we see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So, until next time. Oh, that's not bye-bye. Hold on. Bye-bye for now. Oh, interrupted it. Come on. Bye-bye for now.